Hey everybody, this is Keegan, Bluegrass Waterfowl Farm. I had a request to do a video on the worming our waterfowl. I had one video up about it, but I'll go into a little more details on this one and show, but we're just now getting ready to go worm them. So this is something that's been passed down from a couple of old-time breeders they passed the information down to my dad. My dad raised waterfowl for like 28 years, and this is the way he done it and had good results. So this is the way I'm still doing it. So we usually try to worm about 3 times a year, mainly late fall, early spring, and then sometimes during the summer or late summer. All depends on how much rain we get, because they like to dabble in the ground and pick up parasites and stuff. So that's the reason we do it. But I can't pronounce this word right there. Fin, Ben, Dizaz, or Dizal, something. I'll try to get a picture of it and post it at the end of the video so you can read it. But you need to make sure it has that in it, because that kills just about every worm there is. Flatworms, roundworms, all of them. But what we do is we'll just take cooking oil, and about, I don't know, all depends on how many birds you got now. If you just have a few birds, you don't want to mix up a bunch. But we got about 70 breeders out there or so. So I use about a half a water bottle of cooking oil. And then I use a Safeguard, shake it up. And then I bought these big syringes. This one's 20 milliliters, 20 cc's, same thing. But you can read on here, I'm not exactly for sure to go into details with you. It tells you the dosages for cattle, for goats. Unfortunately, it don't tell you for waterfowl. So, but we use 1 cc per 10 pounds. So you just gotta kind of guess about how many ducks you have and what species you have and how much they weigh and all that to figure out how much worm medicine you want to use. We use about 20 cc's. One thing is, you don't want to underdose, because if you underdose, they can build up resistance. The parasites, worms, they can build up a resistance, to the worm medicine. So you don't want to try to underdose. And they claim if you overdose that it won't hurt them. And I'm not going to guarantee that, but we've not had any issues ourselves. But I just take the liquid Safeguard, dump it in the bottle of the cooking oil, and shake it all up real good, get it all mixed up. Get it all good and mixed up. And then I'll go outside. I'll finish up here in a minute, show you. I'll go outside, I just pour this over all my feed and mix it all up, coat all the feed real good with the medication. And then when I feed it, they come up there and all of them is getting the medicine off of the feed. They also make the Safeguard in pellets, and if you just wanted to use that, you can. I know a lot of people that does that, and you can get the goat pellets. I think they got hog pellets and cattle pellets, and they're all pretty much the same, but it's a bigger pellet. And what I've noticed is the ducks, the smaller ducks especially, have a hard time eating it. So that's why we just do the liquid and mix it up and put it on our own pellets that they're already used to eating. So we'll head outside here and I'll show you what I'm talking about. All right, we got our worm medicine, like I said. And one thing I forgot to mention about the Safeguard wormer is it's what they call a one and done. You just have to worm them one time. Whereas some of the other worm medications out there want you to you gotta give them like so much for so many days in a row and stuff like that to be effective. Excuse me. And so that's another reason that we go with the Safeguard. But I'm gonna try to do this one-handed. But what we do is I done got my feed in the bowl, my pellets, my scratch grain bird seed mix, and then I just pour the medicine over it, drain it all out. And you can see that the medicine mixes with the oil, the cooking oil, and the cooking oil is not going to hurt the birds, the ducks, waterfowl. Man. Like I said, this is for waterfowl. This is what we do for all of our waterfowl. I'm not sure about any other type of bird, pheasants, or quail, anything like that. I'm not going to tell you. Need to read up on that and study up on it before I could give you a good answer on that. And then I just dump this over in another bucket. Dump about half of it in there. And I got a glove on, a rubber glove. Just mix it all up. Try to get a good coating on all of it. And then dump the rest of it in there. It's a 10-quart bucket. And right now, where the weather's cold, they'll eat one of these buckets every day. And like I said, I need to recount to make sure. I think I got like 70, I don't know, 70, a little over 70 ducks out there. But that's all we do. Mix that up, get a good coating on it. You can tell it'll turn, your feed will turn a different color, kind of a darker, wet color when you get that oil all over it with the medication on it. and then I'll dump it back into the bucket or whatever I do, and go out there and dump it into their feed pan. And like I said, as cold as it is, they'll have just about all this gone by in the morning. There might be a little left, but there won't be much. And during the spring or summer, whenever you worm, if you do it this way, sometimes you might have to let it sit outside for 2 or 3 days before they eat it all, because when the weather is warmer, they don't eat that much. So that's one of the good things about worming. Just as it starts getting cold, they eat more and they'll eat it all up. But like I said, I'll try to get this video put together here after a while and post it, and I'll add some more pictures and information about the Safeguard and their products that you can use. But now, like I said, if you wanted to use the hog pellet, goat pellet, cattle pellet, and you got a grinder, so you could kind of grind it up a little, maybe into some coarser crumbles. Now they might eat that pretty good, but I don't know. I didn't have no luck with the pellet because it was a bigger, like I said, it's a bigger pellet, and they didn't like it. I mean, some of the bigger ducks could probably eat it, but the smaller ducks, any of the teals and stuff like that, they probably wouldn't be able to get it in their mouth. So, but that's about it. Any questions, comments, concerns? Hit me up, let me know. But get out here and get these birds fed. Thank y'all. All right, I just wanted to show y'all some information. You can get online and look this up yourself. But the Safeguard cattle wormer, this is all the worms that it kills out. Your lung worms, stomach worms, brown stomach worms, intestinal worms, hookworms, all of them down through there. Like I said, this breeder that has been in the business for like 40 years is the one that passed this information down to my dad, and that's what we've been doing. So like I said, I'm not saying anything is right or wrong. I'm just telling you that this is how I do it, and my dad does it, and my dad's been doing it for years, and it works for us. But like I said, you can get the liquid, that's what we use, and you can also get the pellet. They make a pellet, and it kills the same things because it has the fenbendazole, if I pronounced that right. So like I said, this is a one-time worm medicine, and we do it usually twice a year. Sometimes I do it 3, like I said, depending on how much rain we have. This year I did it 3 times because we had a wet summer, wet fall, really. And then also, Safeguard makes the, if you can't find the actual Safeguard makes the Panacur, and it has the same ingredients as it. And this will do the same thing, kills the same worms. But like I said, me and my dad, and then the other guy also, is the way we dose it is 1 cc for every 10 pounds of duck weight. So, like I said, you just gotta kind of guesstimate, on how many ducks you got and how much you need. But they do say not to underdose, because if you underdose, they can build up the worms can build up a resistance to the medication. So you got to have enough medication in there to actually kill the worms. So, like I said, the Panacur and the Safeguard. So, any questions, comments, concerns, just hit me up. Just trying to get a little helpful information out there. If you don't feel safe doing this or think it works, then that's your choice, your decision. Like I said, we've been doing it. I've been doing it for almost 4 years, and my dad, he's done it for 28 years. So, all righty. Now, thank y'all. Y'all have a good day.